Have you ever wondered how to turn a frequently flooded land into a thriving permaculture? Permaculture, a portmanteau of permanent and agriculture, is a unique approach to agriculture that works in harmony with nature, promoting sustainable and self-sufficient ecosystems. But what happens when the land you have is frequently underwater? Can such a land be transformed into a functional permaculture? Absolutely. The journey might be challenging, but with the right knowledge and tools, even a waterlogged land can be coaxed to life. One of the primary challenges is dealing with water accumulation. Too much water can drown out plants and ruin soil structure, but with proper management, this obstacle can be turned into an advantage. Imagine an abandoned hunting land, complete with a cabin, frequently flooded and seemingly useless. Now picture it teeming with life, a thriving permaculture. Intrigued? Stay with us as we delve into the process of converting an abandoned waterlogged hunting land into a thriving permaculture. Imagine an abandoned hunting land with a cabin, frequently underwater and seemingly useless. This forgotten piece of land, a remnant of a bygone era, is often overlooked and dismissed as problematic. The cabin itself, once a shelter against the elements, now stands as a silent sentinel, weathered by time and the relentless floodwaters. These lands, frequently flooded, are often seen as a nuisance. Their waterlogged soil and the constant threat of flooding can make them seem more trouble than they're worth. But let's change our perspective for a moment. What if we were to see these conditions not as obstacles, but as opportunities? In the world of permaculture, these seemingly problematic lands hold untapped potential. Their natural propensity for water accumulation can be harnessed and guided, transforming a so-called problem into a productive, thriving ecosystem. But what if we told you that this flooded land is not a problem but a solution waiting to be discovered? Water accumulation, a challenge or an opportunity? In permaculture, we see it as the latter. Let's talk about a remarkable tool we use to manage water accumulation, known as swales. Swales are essentially water harvesting ditches built along the contour of a landscape. They capture runoff, slow it down, and give it time to infiltrate the soil. Swales offer a plethora of benefits. They prevent soil erosion, enhance groundwater recharge, and create a moist environment for plant growth. Imagine a land frequently flooded, transformed into a lush, productive permaculture with the help of these simple ditches. Now, how do swales work? By following the natural contour of the landscape, swales guide water gently across the land. This allows water to seep into the ground, hydrating the soil and nourishing the plants. The result? A thriving ecosystem where water and land work in harmony. Water, rather than being a hindrance, becomes a life-giving force in our permaculture landscape. Choosing the right plants is crucial to creating a successful permaculture in flooded lands. The key lies in selecting plant species that not only survive, but thrive in waterlogged conditions. Plants like willows and bald cypresses are excellent choices. They are what we call hydrophytes, or water-loving plants. Their ability to grow in submerged or saturated soil makes them perfect for flooded areas. Besides, they also play a crucial role in maintaining the water balance of the ecosystem. Then we have plants like water mint and marsh marigold. These are excellent ground cover plants that can prevent soil erosion while adding to the overall diversity of the ecosystem. And let's not forget about the role of plants like wild rice and watercress that are not just beneficial for the ecosystem, but also provide a sustainable source of food. With the right plants, we can turn a flooded land into a green, thriving ecosystem. Designing the permaculture is where we bring everything together. We now have a clear understanding of the land, the challenges it presents with its frequent flooding, and the natural solutions at our disposal. It's time to weave these elements into a cohesive, harmonious design. First, let's consider the cabin. Once abandoned, it can serve as a central hub, surrounded by the bounty of this thriving ecosystem. The swales, those ingenious water management tools, will weave their way around the cabin and through the landscape, directing excess water and preventing erosion. Now, let's introduce our selected plants. We'll strategically place them, considering their individual needs and benefits. Some will thrive near the waterways, others will prefer drier areas. All will contribute to the health and productivity of the land. Lastly, we'll ensure all elements of the design serve multiple functions, a key principle of permaculture. And that's how we transform a flooded, abandoned hunting land into a thriving permaculture, a sanctuary for life.